Welcome to the Session Talk Show. I'm your host, Atia.
I'm Stacey B.
And I am Rose.
And I'm Simone.
Well, we have someone very special today, someone that I actually will be working with. So she went from stretching $10 for gas and food to assisting other entrepreneurs with budgeting and tax preparation. Let's welcome Houston's business owner and financial professional, Aaliyah Minor. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you guys? How are you both doing? Okay.
Well, listen, we are. Yes, we are here. Okay.
You're about to
here.
Yes.
Y'all are about to have your separation soon.
We are. We have about 2 weeks, and he will be out of here.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
Wow.
Yes.
Look, he got you looking good. My son, I
Yes.
was ugly. I don't know about y'all, but it just wasn't good.
No.
It was the nose, the sweat, the boobs, I was hiding, but you look amazing.
I don't really
You
mind
do.
the boobs, though.
You do.
You know.
Yeah.
So tell me, how do you got into tax preparation?
So, how did I get into tax? So, I actually was working for a company. I was working for another company on the side as I was teaching high school math. So, I was working for them, and I was doing it on the side. I was new to Texas, new to Houston, and coming from Mississippi, coming to Houston is such a big difference. So, I was having a really good time. And needed to make some money.
Okay.
So then I started working on the side, and then what I realized working for her was that it's not really about taxes. Like, it's not about putting in numbers. It's really about education, because a lot of people don't know, just not about taxes, but just about stuff in general. Like, even just as simple as filling out a W-4, people don't read correctly, so it gets filled out wrong. So it became more of education than it was anything else, and I was already a teacher, so it kind of went together. So when I left her, I was just like, I'm gonna start on my own.
So it's sort of like in your alley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all ran together.
Yeah. So what do you love most about what you do? Like, what's your fulfillment that you get?
Probably the talking, the education of it all. Like, I love numbers, but being able to like really get you to understand, like, hey, this is what you need to be doing. This is where it should go. Don't just blow this. It's extra. You didn't work for your tax refund. This is just something that we're now giving you, so let's make it work for you versus the other way around.
Well, I love y'all because you guys help educate a lot of people about like tax deferred savings, and you guys help people to recognize the importance of their insurance agents and putting that money aside in their life insurance policy. So I love y'all.
Yes.
Love y'all so
And I'm
much.
actually one of Aaliyah's clients. So Leah's done my taxes, but I also purchased your new book, which is called The B Word. Is that correct?
So did I. I
Yes.
love it.
And I love it. I got one for me and I got one for my fiance, because I was like, look, we need to do this. This is part of the premarital exercises that we need to do before we get married, right? Because finances are one of the biggest reasons why people break up. And I want to say it really helped us open up conversations, because I didn't know that he felt like he didn't know a lot about what was going on with my finances, where I stood, and so forth. So through working through your booklet, I really encourage other people that are in relationships, engaged or otherwise. What, tell us a little bit about what made you decide to create the book and about the book itself.
So the B Word is a motivational journal planner that it helps you with your budget, right? But it motivates you along the way. It gives you affirmations. It gives you quotes. Because what I have found is, even doing my own budget, right? Me and my husband had to sit down and do the same thing together. But we did it 2 years prior to me, the book coming out. We did it because of our marriage, during marriage counseling. And it kind of gives you a slap in the face, or like a wake up, like, oh, this is what you've been doing? Like, this is what you do? Yeah, I've been living my life, having a great time. So that is kind of where it came from. But it helps because it doesn't just give you a regular budget. Like, it gives you all the stuff inside for a budget that you see if you go pick up anybody else's budget. But one thing mine does differently is give you quotes and affirmations, and then it tells you to do something every month. So like, it asks you about your money relationship, because most people don't know who taught them. You were either indirectly or directly taught about money. right? So like either from your parents telling you not to answer the phone because bill collectors are calling, you being at somebody's house and their lights getting cut off. My true story. So my uncle, right? My parents we're from Michigan. So my uncle, my grandparents, the lights got cut off in October, right? So you know we're in Michigan. It's snowing outside. It's cold. My grandmother was outside barbecuing. So everybody thought like, oh, you're barbecuing. Oh, this is great. Y'all barbecuing in the winter, not knowing that the lights were off. So them having to like do homework outside and then eat and then go in the house and get in the bed because you didn't have any lights. So my uncle then now he's a millionaire, but you also save, you put everything in his solo 401k, you put the max in there every month, every year. You now do stretch different dollars because of different things that happened when you grew up. So a lot of people don't really take into consideration like my past and then how I deal with money now. So that is part of something I make you think about inside of the journal, because I want you to really see it's more than just, oh, let me put pen to paper. Like it's mental. So you have to be able to change mentally in order to really keep going with how this budget is going to go.
So what are some tips that you can give for tax season? Because it's typically a very stressful time for businesses and for families, and particularly during this economy. Give us some tips.
Yes. So tax season. So one thing I would definitely tell you to do is to put money into your 401k, your retirement, whatever you have, because that is a great write-off. You can do it until April 15th. It still counts for this year.
Okay.
I would tell you to do that. I also would tell you, even just with savings, little stuff like look and see what your W-4 says. So one of the biggest things that I've seen, especially just with married couples, is both of you all have the same thing on your W-4. Let's say we both put married, both had 2 kids. Well, when we put this together, we both are now coming with 4 people. Now we have 8 people, right? Versus I only have 4 because that's in my house. So now the government is like, oh, well, where are these other 4 people? Let me take all my money away right now. So one of the biggest things is to kind of check over some paperwork to make sure that that is together.
You also taught me a really good tip. So I had a client who basically, it was someone that called asking if they could retain my services, but the amount that they were owed was like, it was like $1,200, $2,000 from a contractor. And basically I spoke with Aaliyah, and what she reminded me is that when you hire someone for services, you are technically supposed to report anything over $600 to the government. And I ended up being able to help this person without them hiring a lawyer with Aaliyah's advice, which was they should, when they do their taxes, they should report that money and let them know that they've reported that money. So in turn, okay, you don't respect me enough to pay me back. Well, guess what? The IRS is going to be on your back because I have now reported $2,000 of income you have not reported to them. And that's how people get audited. When I tell you it worked, Miss Aaliyah.
Well, speaking of tax services, please let us know what the name of your tax service is and how someone can reach you.
So Calbert's Tax Service,
Okay.
we are located at 9639 Fondren. So if you are familiar with Meyerland, it's not that far, Southwest Side, Meyerland.
Yeah, definitely.
Fondren and Braeswood is where we are. So we can be reached at 713-239-2286.
Okay.
So we offer more than just taxes. So I'm turning us into a financial firm. So we do everything financial in the office outside of just taxes. So if you need business formation, obviously we do payroll, notary, credit repair, but immigration paperwork. So anything financial paperwork wise we do.
So you're very successful, and I know that success does come with a team, someone in the background that is helping keep things together. Who would you like to recognize that is part of your team and help you keep going?
Probably my husband.
Okay. Shout out to the husband.
My husband is the person that keeps me going, but also is like, hey, you need to make sure you have a balance. Because before he was my husband, he was there when it was like, 7 days a week, I'm not. I'll come home when I get here.
Amazing,
okay, we need to change some stuff up and come home sometime before.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.